What's going on YouTube? This is your boy Black Blade Uchiha coming to you with another video on this game, Black Deck. So, the tournament that we had this weekend, the card rank tournament, that has officially ended as of last night or this morning, depending on where your time zone is. This was honestly a really good tournament. I have no complaints about the point system, the rewards that were in here. Nothing whatsoever. I do hope and pray that they do release in future tournaments essence for rewards a little bit more. I saw it in one tournament. It was later in the participation awards, but if we can see that more often, that would be fantastic. Other than that, phenomenal. I finished in 5th place, obviously. Congrats to Karts, who got the 1st place finish. Boris in 2nd place. You've been in 2nd place or the top 5 for quite some time. Knight and Demon Slayer, all with top 5 finishes. Everybody else, congratulations on your placements as well. And let me just show you how I got there. I can't do everything or show you everything, but I can show you the deck that got me there. So there was times where I would see cards or people who have just a hero as their singular card in that for the deck, and it'll be in their defense, right? And I would take all these legendaries here. It can be the hero would change between Alina and Patrick. I would swap between the two depending on the situation. If it was more shields, I was using Alina. If it was everything else, I was using Patrick. So I would just swap between the two outside of that. And the other swaps I would do is between Snowman and Goblin Chieftain. Okay. So I would put Witch in, and I would put in a Slime in order to make sure I had more of a guaranteed chance to win. That's what I would do. You didn't necessarily have to do that, but I just felt like it was better for me. One, I would get 94 points for the all legendaries. And then when I had mostly legendaries, one epic and a rare, I got somewhere on like 80 something points for that per run, so, or arena battle. Either way, it was really good. It was really fun. I did truly enjoy that. Other times I would use my main deck here. I'll show you in the arena, my defense deck. Yeah, I kind of made it to Crystal during this tournament. It might not last long, but I did. So I was using this deck here when I felt like, yeah, I could not get over that hump for certain decks with the arena thing I was using. Now, going forward, I would say this. If you don't have a good, solid legendary lineup, it's going to be very difficult in future tournaments. Like that same deck you can use for the Ascension tournament. It's the exact same thing. The only difference is you can win or lose during the Ascension tournament and still get points. It doesn't matter. This one, the card ranking tournament, you have to win in order to get those points. So that's why I'm not I'm not really all that upset about the amount of runs you have to put forth in order to win. So what I would do, and I'm probably going to do for myself, I will go through each faction, right? See what legendaries I'm missing, excuse me. Going through each faction, excuse me. Okay? I have 1, 2, 3, 4 legendaries out of the Temple faction. All right, cool. And I'll just go through and see who I have and who I don't have. then I would try to come up with a comprehensive way in order to make things work very well. Like I really like Stormrod and Alchemist. Stormrod is like that card that cheats you, that cheats the opponent. You know what I mean? Like it really cheats the opponent and gets extra damage in. It's like that those sneak attacks. So you can attack if you have Stormrod on board. It'll damage the opponent randomly. It can random enemy. Alchemist, those poisons are clutch, really clutch. So I think between those two, they are really solid cards. And like I said, I'm going to go through myself and figure out what I have and clean it up and make that legendary lineup a lot stronger. So that way, when I do go into these tournaments in the future, I have a more solid lineup. My cards are leveled up. They are fitting the bill, etc., etc. Like there's one card that I think is going to be a linchpin for a lot of people, and that is Changeling, right? Changeling maxed out, level 60 ascended. You're going to get 2,889 points of strength. He has 3 abilities. He has this Resurrection ability. He has this Changeling ability. Buffs a rather random ally by 30% of this card's max strength every turn, up to 5 times. Changeling is every kind of card. If another card's ability affects a certain family of cards, it also affects Changeling. So, with that pretty much, and it has a debuff for running enemy by 5% of this card's max strength every turn up to 5 times, and can be booked up to 10%. Okay, so what that means is this. Say you have a Goblins deck, right? He's going to get that buff too from the Goblins that you're playing. Catch my drift? So he is going to essentially up the ante on that part. But like I said, you have to go through what you have. There's loads of legendaries in here. There's loads of different combinations you can use. There's loads of different strategy you can use. You have to find out what strategy fits your playstyle best and go for it. That's honestly the best advice you could ever have in this situation. Use, even if you're building your main deck, and that could end up being your main deck that you use, right? Like I'm pretty sure there's a lot of people who have Chthon Lord of Flies as their hero, and that hero is ridiculous. You know what I mean? So it's one of those good cards you can play, and it'll help you out in the game in the long run. All right. So like I said, go through your legendaries, go through all your cards. If you're just starting out the game or you've been playing for at least a couple months and you have a good amount of cards built up already that you've summoned or you've gotten through whatever means, then by all means, work with what you got, play what you can at your best. All right? Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, holla back at your boy. Peace.